Welcome to another video. Narito kami sa bahay ni Brad.
We are here to provide valuable information on the life and home of Dr. Jose Rizal.
And interview some people around him.
Tara, i-explore ang bahay ni Brad.
Bahay ni Rizal, as the locus of Calamba used to call it, is the reproduction of the Spanish period stones, where national hero, Jose Rizal, was born and lived.
It was in this house, built by his parents, Francisco Mercado and Teodora Alonso, that Rizal spent his childhood surrounded by a nurturing and disciplined environment. The home was a hub of activity, with his mother teaching him the alphabet and storytelling, and his father instilling a love for agriculture. Rizal's early exposure to literature, culture, and sciences within these walls laid the foundation for his intellectual brilliance and patriotism. Although the original house was destroyed during World War II, the government reconstructed it in 1950 to honor Rizal's legacy. This replica stands today as a testament to Rizal's life and the environment that molded him into the national hero. Walking through its halls, one can imagine the young Rizal's dreaming of a free and just nation, a dream that started within the very walls of Bahay ni Rizal.
The shrine features a large rock, the statue of young Rizal and his stone. It was created by Dudley Trias during 1996. This is part of the continuous celebration honoring Jose Rizal's stone.
The Rizal Shrine plays a vital educational role. It offers insights into the hero's philosophies and his commitment to fight for Philippine independence against the Spanish colonials. It stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of Rizal and serves as a source of inspiration for future generations. The Rizal Shrine invites people to reflect on the values of patriotism, education, and the civic duty that Rizal championed throughout his life.
The house is intended to be an accurate representation of the home Rizal grew up in. In his essay, My Home, Rizal recalls the home he grew up in, speaking of fond memories from each and every place within his childhood home. He recounts the days spent within the nipa hut they had in the garden where he used to sleep and sculpt, the bedroom where he found comfort and prayer. He departed from his childhood home when he was sent to Manila, where he enrolled at Ateneo Municipal de Manila, graduating as one of the 9 students in his class declared as outstanding. He studied law and philosophy until learning of his mother's gradual blindness, making him take ophthalmology. After a period abroad, Rizal returned to Manila, then to Calamba, where he was welcomed back affectionately by his family. Here, he established a medical clinic and continued his practice until his attempted escape from the friar's fury.
Ali ng vendor ko sa may Vice Rizal.
Sa inyong pananaw, ano ang pinakamahalagang aral ng mga bisita mula sa bahay ni Rizal?
Pinakamahalaga ang tulad kita sa bahay ni Rizal ay kung hindi kasi kay Rizal, dapat talaga malaman ng mga bata kay mga kaibigan na lang. Kung hindi kay Rizal, ay wala tayong pinasama sa kalayaan. Yun lang sa akin.
May mga binago ba dito sa bahay ni Rizal? Dahil start na as caretaker. Ano yung mga major na binago sa bahay?
Ito sa bahay ni Rizal kasi, binago dyan niya ay yung kung bahay, pero pinang-natira na dyan yung flooring. Saka yung balon, yung original dyan. Saka yung 4 steps na bato na dyan. Yung pinang-original dyan. Pero yung figura ng bahay, yun pa rin. Yung kung ano yung disenyo ng bahay noong araw, yun pa rin yung disenyo ginawa. Yun yung binago dyan. Bahay.
Ako po ay si Spora. Dahil 10 taon na ako na.
May mga events pa na nagdarating sa Rizal?
Meron, bali dalawa. Ang isa ay June 19, para kami sa isa. At December 3, yung kailan siya namatay.
Ako nga pala si Christian Sanchez from Tanawan Institute. Ang program ko ay Bachelor of Science in Tourism.
Ang tanong po namin, sa inyong pananaw, ano ang pinakamahalagang aral na matutunan ng mga bisita mula sa bahay ni Rizal?
Para sa akin, ang mababalik tanaw nila is yung parang mababalik tanaw nila kung paano yung mga ginawa ni Rizal noong panahon. Like, kapag katulad na pagpunta nila dito, parang makikita na sinagawa na bakit yung mga ginawa ni Rizal. May kahit sila na magbalik loob.
Have just narrated, I have come to learn the value of looking into the past of various important figures in our history. A life lesson to be learned here is that greatness may come from humble beginnings, and we should seek to keep this in mind in all of our hobbies and skills that we pursue in life. During this project, I was able to learn several interesting facts relating to Dr. Jose Rizal's childhood, regarding his upbringing, early education, the places in his home that he would recall fondly later on in his life. I can apply these lessons in my daily life by incorporating the values and perspectives of reflection in my future projects and to integrate it into my mindset.
Life lesson that I learned from the narration, just like Jose Rizal, dapat huwag tayo susuko kung ano man challenges ang ating inaharap. According to Rizal, he believed that if there's a problem, there's always a solution. Therefore, dapat nating gawin ay tatagan ang ating sarili no matter what situation you're in. I can apply this to my everyday life, especially as a college student. No matter how stressful college life is, dapat nating itong i-face or labanan, for in the end, tayo rin naman ang magbe-benefit sa mga difficulties and challenges na hinaharap.
Looking back at the story narrated, one key life lesson is the importance of understanding and appreciating the contributions of historical figures shaping our society today. The interviewee's statement, "Without Rizal, we cannot achieve the peace and justice we have right now," highlights how individuals who fight for freedom and equality leave a lasting legacy that impacts future generations. These lessons can be applied in my daily life, embracing a sense of responsibility, making informed decisions, and striving to be a positive force in both my personal and professional endeavors. As a computer engineer, this means approaching problems analytically, ensuring the credibility of information, and using technology to contribute to societal progress.
Through this term, a sense of nationalism has taken root in my heart. This class has nurtured a certain love for events that have long since passed regarding the history of our nation. I find myself looking online for answers to random questions that come into my head throughout the day about certain details of Magellan's adventure to the Philippines and the Laguna Copper Plate. It has instilled in me a personal, quiet interest that will forever change my view on history.
I can apply this to my everyday life, especially as a college student. No matter how stressful college life is, dapat nating itong i-face or labanan, for in the end, tayo rin naman ang magbe-benefit sa mga difficulties and challenges na hinaharap.
Looking back at the term SSCU32 transformed my sense of nationalism and appreciation for Philippine history. For example, learning about the rich culture of pre-colonial Filipinos as shown in the Laguna Copper Plate inscription made me realize the depth of our history that is often overlooked. Understanding how our identity was distorted by colonial powers inspired me to take pride in our roots and to be more vocal about our preserving and honoring our heritage. In my daily habits and lifestyle, the course encouraged me to engage with history and practical ways. For instance, I now make an effort to read more about Filipino culture and history and even discuss these topics with friends and family. I've also become more conscious of supporting local products and initiatives as a way to promote our culture. These small changes reflect my commitment to applying the values of patriotism and responsibility in everyday life.